Hello everyone, welcome to Testbook Supercoaching for regulatory bodies and welcome to the daily current affairs session. We are going to discuss some important current affairs in this session through MCQs. That will be the major focus of today's session. So I will start with the session straightforward and we are going to discuss some important news. So first thing, yes, before going to start this session, this is a scholarship test for you. Will be on the 26th of Jan, Republic Day. So it will start from 8 a.m. and it will be till 11:59 p.m. So you can give the test whenever you want. For that, you need to register yourself and registration link is available in the description. So please go through that particular link. Okay. Again, we'll start the first question on your screen. UCC manual was approved by the Uttarakhand cabinet under the chairmanship of the Chief Minister Pushpak Sir. What does the UCC stands for? It's a very simple concept, very simple question in front of you. So recently Uttarakhand cabinet cleared this particular or approved this particular bill. Now they are going to implement UCC very soon. Their assembly already accepted the particular concept. So UCC, when we talked about the Uniform Civil Code, so Uniform Civil Code is basically the concept which was in news since ages in our country. So we'll just talk about the Uniform Civil Code. It is about a same law or the same personal law irrespective of caste, religion, sex, gender. So irrespective of everything, there should be a same law for each and every citizen living in this country. So of course, Government of India is talking about Uniform Civil Code since ages, but now states are started implementing Uniform Civil Code. So Uttarakhand recently decided to implement that, and that's why it is in news. So remember this factor. When it comes to Constitution, Article number 44 under DPSP, Directive Principles of State Policy, it also mentioned about the Uniform Civil Code concept. So states shall endeavor to secure for the citizens a uniform civil code throughout the territory of India. And this particular code will help especially when it comes to the laws like marriages, divorce, inheritance or the adoption, maintenance. In such cases, it will be very similar. But in our country, there are so many laws. They are religion-based laws. And that's why to make everything uniform, we have this concept. There are some cases, landmark cases, for example, Shahabano cases of 1985, as well as Sarla Mudgal case of 1995. There are very landmark cases in which Supreme Court also mentioned about the Uniform Civil Code. And that's the concept. Other than that, Goa already is having common civil code, just like a uniform civil code. They already having this common civil code since the Portuguese used to rule Goa. Even after Portuguese, the same concept is there in the Goa. Then Law Commission in 2018, 21st Law Commission also mentioned about the Uniform Civil Code. Judiciary tried to push many of the times. Judiciary is already on board with Uniform Civil Code. Now the different states started implementing this concept. So definitely it will be the question in the exam. We'll go to the next question. So answer is B for this. Who is the author of the book The World After Gaza? This book is right now famous. The World After Gaza is the name of the book. Recently, we saw that Israel and the Hamas, they decided for the ceasefire. Yeah, the USA asked them for the ceasefire, and these two countries or these like Israel and the Palestine, they decided to stop the war for at least for the time being. The problem is being resolved for the time being. Okay, we don't have the proper solution for this. So the book After Gaza is written by Pankaj Mishra. Pankaj Mishra is one of the very famous writer, and he wrote this book, The World After Gaza. When it comes to books and authors, they do ask questions in the exam. So they are very simple questions. We need not to discuss much about these things. So I will go to the next. How many countries took part in the La Perouse multilateral exercise? This exercise is conducted by France. France is conducting this exercise. The INS Mumbai is the name of the ship from India, is participating in this exercise. The question is how many countries are participating in this French naval exercise? That's the question. Now, when it comes to this, the Indian Navy or Indian Navy ship which participated is INS Mumbai. They do ask question about that. Australia, Canada, France, India, Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, UK, and USA. These are the countries who took part in this exercise. So total 9 countries from the Indo-Pacific region are the participants of this particular exercise called as a La Pérouse, organized by France. So answer of this question is D. They are not going to ask the name of the countries, but the ship of the country, ship of India, which participated. That can be the question for the exam point of view. Next, according to World Bank projections, India is expected to grow by how much percent? World Bank and IMF both gave the numbers recently. IMF's report is called World Economic Outlook, whereas World Bank's report is called as a Global Economic Prospect. So according to Global Economic Prospect, India's GDP is expected to grow with 6.75%, according to the ग्लोबल इकोनॉमिक प्रॉस्पेक्ट. द रिपोर्ट इज बिंग रॉन्ग हियर के यहाँ पे गलत रिपोर्ट लिख दिया. ग्लोबल इकोनॉमिक प्रॉस्पेक्ट इज द नेम ऑफ द रिपोर्ट ऑफ वर्ल्ड बैंक एंड दे आर एक्सपेक्टिंग 6.7%. कैन यू टेल मी what is the name, what is the number given by IMF? IMF's World Economic Outlook gave which number? So can you tell me the numbers or the GDP predictions given by the IMF? So एक बार वो comment section में डाल दीजिएगा. We'll go to the next. Where has been third National Mining Ministers Conference organized? Mining Ministers Conference, it was started from the 2023. The first time it was organized in 2023, then 2024, and now 2025 conference organized. G. Kishan Reddy sir is the Mining Minister of India, and this time it was organized with the Odisha government. So Odisha government and the Mining Ministry together started this conference. So answer of this question is Konark. So in Konark, they organized this particular National Mining Ministers Conference. So Odisha Chief Minister was also presented there. So they started this. So G. Kishan Reddy sir, the Minister, and the Chief Minister of Odisha, Mohan Charan Maji sir. So they organized this particular conference. That's it. It's not that much important for the exam. Like detailing of this is not that important for the exam. The only thing is that critical minerals is right now very much in news in our country. Government of India created many policies in the last budget regarding the critical minerals. So we have 30 critical minerals, and depending on that, some announcements or some initiatives will be announced in this Konark conference of the mining. Okay, now we have 30 critical minerals. The name of the critical minerals is mentioned over here. You need not to remember the names of these critical minerals. You just need to focus on numbers of that, and if there is some policy around the critical minerals will be important. Critical minerals means such kind of minerals that are economically very, very important, but at the same time supply constraints are there. So such kind of minerals are called as a critical minerals. Next, so answer is Konark. Which rank does India hold in the global coffee production? When it comes to global coffee production, what is the rank of India? That is the question in front of you. Recently, government talked about this coffee production in India. So that was the numbers recently mentioned. So when it comes to India's coffee production, if you'll see in 2021, it was 719.42 million export. Now the export increased to 129 billion. So export is increased very hugely, very largely. When it comes to our country, the largest coffee producing state is Karnataka, then Kerala, and then Tamil Nadu. They are the top 3 states जहाँ पे coffee production सबसे ज़्यादा है. तो ये भी एक factor हमारे लिए रहेगा. So India is the 7th largest producer of the coffee. $1.29 billion actually. यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम है. यहाँ पे $1.29 billion should be the number. The image is given by PIB. Okay, but there is a small mistake. There should be 1.29, not 129. It's like a huge number. According to Commerce Ministry, like the numbers I have mentioned. Okay, and India's top importer is to Italy, Belgium, Russia. These countries are actually importing Indian coffee a lot. So these are the numbers we have. That's it. So 7th. Next, which state won the Vijay Hazare Trophy for the 5th time? Vijay Hazare Trophy is a domestic cricket tournament, especially focusing on the ODIs. When it comes to Test cricket, we have the Ranji Trophy. So Mumbai was the winner of Ranji Trophy. Then Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophies for the T20. Again, Mumbai won the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy also. Now the question is regarding the one-day trophy, which is called as the Vijay Hazare Trophy, and this time this trophy is won by Karnataka. The final match was between Karnataka and Vidarbha, and Karnataka won this match under the leadership of okay. So they won this. Another thing is that throughout the tournament, Vidarbha didn't lose a single match, but in the finals they lost the match, and this trophy is won by the Karnataka for the 5th time. Okay, we'll go to the next. ASI archaeologists found 1200-year-old Buddhist monastery at which of the following Buddhist site? So recently, Archaeological Survey of India, they found one of the oldest Buddhist monastery in which of the following archaeological site? That is a question in front of you. Yes, answer of this question is Ratnagiri, which is in Maharashtra. So they found the new new monastery. You can see the year old, like 1200-year-old. For exam point of view, that will be enough. We need not to go much in detail because it's part of the culture and or the history, and it is not the part of our syllabus. But in current affairs, they do ask question about this. So these are some images of that particular Buddhist site. We'll go to the next question. Which edition of SIAM's International Conference on Sustainable Circulatory was held in New Delhi? There's a question. Yes, can you answer this? Answer of this question, before going to the answer, Society of Indian Automobile Manufacturer, that is a concept. So Bhupendra Yadav sir is recently inaugurated this regarding the focusing is mostly on the sustainability or the circularity of this particular system. So for automobile sector, Society of Indian Automobile Manufacturer, they organize this conference. Nature positive recycling, like I have mentioned, sustainability, circularity of the economy or this sector is a major or the prime focus for this particular conference. So answer of this question is third. So third conference was organized in New Delhi recently on 20th of Jan. We'll go to the next question. Regarding the BRICS, consider the following statement. In BRICS, partner country is a non-member invited to participate in the summit, ministerial meeting or joint initiative without decision-making power. Brazil, holding the BRICS presidency in 2025, announced Nigeria as the first partner country of the BRICS bloc. Yes, guys. So what can be the answer of this question? We'll talk about the news first. Okay, Nigeria has become the BRICS partner country. So already there are some BRICS partner countries like Belarus, Bolivia, Cuba, Kazakhstan, Malaysia, Thailand, Uganda, Uzbekistan. So they already are the partner countries. Nigeria become the 9th partner country. Partner countries are not the member country. Member country, we have the member countries like it was initiated by Brazil, Russia, India, China. Then South Africa joined this group. Then recently Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Ethiopia, UAE. These are the other countries who joined this particular group called as a BRICS. So it was initiated in 2009. Partner countries are basically not the active members. They can participate into these conferences, but they cannot take the decision making authority. They don't have the decision making authority. That is an important factor. So these are the founding members: Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. Then recently Egypt, Indonesia, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Ethiopia, Iran, they joined this group. And these are the partner countries. Nigeria joined this group of partner countries. That is an important factor. Okay, so remember that actually the one statement is actually wrong over here. Okay, Nigeria is not the first partner country. Okay, it is actually the 9th partner country. So answer should be only one. BRICS is the president, no doubt about that, but only first statement is right because the second part of that statement is wrong. World Employment Social Outlook Trends 2025 report was recently released by which of the following organization? World Employment and Social Outlook is the name of the report. This report is recently given by which of the following organization? ILO, World Economic Forum, UNDP or OECD or the IMF. The 5 names are mentioned over here. So which authority gave this report? This report is recently given by International Labour Organization. We organized or we created this in 1919. Headquarter of this ILO is in Geneva and they created this particular group. So International Labour Organization. Yes, according to their report, according to the report given by this authority, World Employment Social Outlook Trends 2025, global unemployment rate remained historically low of 5% in 2024. That is a point mentioned by this particular report. Now the next question. electoral trust is in news these days. They operate under the regulation of Reserve Bank of India. Donations made through the trust are not eligible for tax deductions. The identities of donors remain confidential in this arrangement. After the discontinuation of electoral bond, electoral trust again become the very much in news. So political fundings are now coming through the electoral trust. So इनके through political funding है जो काफी ज्यादा यहाँ पे आ रही है. Yes, Monkey, you are right. Yes, we'll talk about this. The answer of this electoral trust, this concept was introduced in 2013 as a non-profit entity. Okay, so to provide the political funding under Companies Act, they are regulated under Companies Act by the Election Commission and the Income Tax Department. That's why the RBI wala statement is wrong. First statement is wrong. Nothing to do with RBI. Income Tax Department and the Election Commission is here. Donors' contribution benefit from the tax. So donors will get the benefit from the tax. Exemptions will be there. That's why second statement is wrong. And identities of both donors and recipients are fully disclosed to the public. That's why third statement is also wrong. So there is no kind of a like hiding out that who is giving the money, to whom the money will go, nothing like that. Everything is properly disclosed. Election Commission and the Income Tax Department will be responsible to regulate, nothing to do with RBI. And yes, tax benefits are there. So recently we can see these are some trusts we have, like Prudent Electoral Trust, then Progressive Electoral Trust, Janhit Electoral Trust, then Parivartan Electoral Trust, and the Triumph Electoral Trust. They're the very famous electoral trusts. They are basically providing funding to different political party. The one of the biggest recipient of these funds from the electoral trust is BJP. They got the huge amount of fundings from all the electoral trusts basically. And it is not compulsory that one electoral trust is going to provide fund to only one political party. They can provide funds to multiple political parties. So that will be the major factor. So many businessmen, many individuals, they are giving money to these funds, and from these funds, the money will go to the different political parties. Like for example, Progressive Electoral Trust is actually created by Tata Group. Tata Group actually created this. Okay. Then Prudent is Prudent having multiple different types of trustees who created this trust fund. Then Janhit by the Vedanta Group, Vedanta Industries or Vedanta Mining, they created Janhit. Then Parivartan by the Birla, MP Birla, they created this group. And Triumph, again, they are having multiple trustees. They created this particular electoral trust. Electoral trust is eligible. There are no ban on that, but there is a ban on the electoral bond, which we saw last time as per the Supreme Court's decision. So these were the important questions. That's all, guys, from my side for the day. Thank you very much. Bye bye.